and welcome back to another episode of Britain's Worst Run Football Club. Transfer window's over. Now it's on to 3 huge games that we've got to play. First is against Aston Villa, long-time rivals, close rivals of Birmingham City. The next will be Arsenal, who in this game save at the minute, they're languishing in 16th with 5 points from 5 games, but we're only 2 points better off. And then the last game against Man United, who, where are they in the league? They're just below us as well, but they've only played 2 games and they've won both of them. Not sure why they're actually 3 points, 3 games even adrift of everyone else. However, 3 tough games, and let's get into them. So for this game against Aston Villa, we have got Longello back, so no more makeshift left back for us. And also there is a league debut for Cali Mwendo. Him and Lasme up front is what we're going to go with against Villa. Hoping that we can do the blue side of Birmingham proud and get a win against our fierce rivals Aston Villa. Although looking at their team, it's not too dissimilar to what is there already. So Martinez in goal, Cash, Konza, Mings and Moreno, that's pretty much the same. They've Douglas Luiz and Kamara. Third is Marcus Leonardo and Despadov, who seem to be the only additions to their first team, which is different obviously than the Prem team that they have now. So they're still a strong squad. Although this stadium looks a little bit weird. No idea what's going on there. Right, let's do it for the fans. Let's do it for pride. Hopefully we can get a win. So Worrell is going to head away, throw in straight away. Cash is on the outside, but Almendra wins it back into Longello. I don't think he will last the whole game, Longello, but we have got Fredericks on the bench if required. Worrell into James. Almendra to Lasme. Tavares got kind of a 3-on-1 then, so there wasn't much he could expect to be done there. Leonardo out to Watkins, who's playing on the left for them. Nyambe tries to clear it, but Douglas Luiz gets it. Despadov gets it. Marcus Leonardo slots it in. I feel like, well, I'm hoping he's offside. It was a bit too fast for me to see. Fingers crossed we get let off. Please. It is disallowed. I thought it might have been slightly offside, but you never know with the with how our offsides have been in the last few games anyway. But yeah, Leonardo was miles offside. Nagalo's on a booking in 8 minutes, which as a centre-back isn't great for us. So Douglas Luiz, he spreads it wide to Moreno. Into Watkins, Nyambe chases it down. Douglas Luiz gets it again. Moreno again on the left-hand side. He runs to the byline. Inside to Kamara. Kamara outside to Douglas Luiz. It's too simple. 10 minutes in, we're losing yet again. Pepe's injured. Not a great start. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see that goal. So Pepe seems to be a little bit better than he was from what we first saw. But it's been all Villa here. And it's a little bit disappointing from us that we haven't turned up to this game just yet. So Moreno into Watkins to Buendia. But again, we are playing against a team that's been in the Prem for a lot longer than obviously we have. So we're going to be coming up against these strong, consistent teams anyway. Pepe's still carrying his knock. Chong isn't having the best game either. We haven't had a single shot here. This is pretty bad. That's actually, it is pretty bad. Is it water bottle territory? Yes, look at that. They love a bit of water bottle. Okay, Lasme's dead. Brilliant. Tristol is going to come on in his place. We're going to change him up to be maybe a complete forward. I don't like the idea of moving into channels though. We don't really need that. Well, apparently, every attacking position requires you to run into the channels, which I'm not a big fan of. Anyway, Pepe is going to come off for Andrade. Nagalo's in the booking. We're going to bring Kovacic in. The last thing we want is to go down to 10 men. And still yet to register a shot on target just yet. So Marcus Leonardo for Villa. He's good turn of pace, that is. He's kind of left our whole defensive line for dead there. Cash throws it into the box. Kovacic heads it out. Back to Cash. Is that a penalty? I don't think it is. Cash brings it back again though. Moreno on the left. He had a lot of the ball for Villa in this game. Moreno again running down the left. That's too easy. I think it might be time to maybe drop Mealy. It's just not. I mean, it's on a 6.9, but it's been a little bit suspect in the last few games. We're not going to watch that again either. Could turn into a bit of a drought, this. Come on, at least register a shot against your arch rivals here. Almendra back to Mealy. We are looking to potentially bring off Calimuendo. Conte heads it clear. Almendra gets it back. Up to Tresoldi. What can Tresoldi do? Not a lot. Goes wide into Almendra. Shoots from distance. Good save by Martinez to stop his countryman from scoring there. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's a shot on target at least. Andrade with a corner. He whips it in. Worrell at the back post. Out to Almendra. Is he going to hit it? He's not. Back to Longello, who's surviving quite well in this game. Was that really a highlight? We're it's a little embarrassing, to say the least. See, Worrell's on a 6.3. It's not good enough in a high stake rivalry game like this. I mean, Palace, they beat us quite easily and they're in the relegation zone. I mean, we can demand more, but we've had one shot in 86 minutes. I doubt this is going to change anything for the last 5, but we will go attacking. So Kamara to Hutchinson, who we did try to sign in this summer, but chose to go to the under-21 team for Aston Villa. Naturally, look at that, 25 shots. We've been absolutely outplayed here. 2 shots, 1 on target. Very poor. The water bottle again. Let's just do it. Right. Not a great start, but now we've got Arsenal next, so it can only get better, eh? Coming off the back of a pretty disappointing defeat to Aston Villa. We're now playing Arsenal, and they've just won their last game quite convincingly, 3-0. So this is going to be a difficult test for us here. We have dropped Mealy to bring in Tobias. We've also dropped Worrell for Kovacic. Lasme is actually out injured for 6 weeks, so Tresoldi's coming in as we're going to have 2 advanced forwards here. Forget the target man. Kovacic and Longello are only kind of cleared for 75 minutes, so we'll look to bring them off around that time as a double substitution. But the Arsenal team is now in 8th position. I'm not expecting a lot from this game, but if we can just keep it a minor loss, I'll be happy with that. Our form isn't great anymore. We had 2 good wins in our first 3 games, but since then, even in the cup, we've kind of lost or just drew as well. So not very good. However, 2 minutes in, Longello with the throw. Almendra to Chong. Chong into the box. Should have been scoring that. Should have scored that. Tomiyasu now. He's going to throw it in. Nagalo wins the header. Longello tries to head it on. Doesn't get there. Almendra back to Tobias, who boots it long. Saliba with the header into Ugarte. We were having a look at Ugarte, but his value was crazy. Martinelli clean in. I'm thinking he's offside here. I'm hoping he's offside here. I mean, no one's celebrating. has been disallowed. I think he was quite comfortably offside there. Well, not as comfortable as I thought. That is a danger for us. Odegaard now with the free kick in. Nagalo heads clear. Smith Rowe bursting towards the area, cuts inside, gives it back to Tomiyasu, into Saliba, back to Odegaard, to Smith Rowe, into Jesus. That's simple. I think this one's onside. I'm wondering whether our positive kind of mentality is going to be working against us here. Yeah, it is awarded. Thought so. We couldn't escape it twice. We're maybe going to drop it down to balanced. But again, we are going to be playing teams that... Chong, what was that? Maybe I'll play around with our free kick takers before the next game. But yeah, so we don't expect to get anything from Arsenal. We're going to be looking at the bottom 7 teams and hoping to get a result against any of those. So Longelo now, into Kovacic, to Nagalo, to Almendra, to James. I mean, that's a bit of a poor ball from Almendra. Nagalo into Nyambe, back to Nagalo. This is what we need, just a little bit of sustained possession. Kovacic, into James, to Nagalo. I mean, it's not very pressing, it's not very cutting, but there's Cabbage. And Cabbage has scored. I'm unsure about this. I'm not going to celebrate too early. I think he's onside here. VAR. So Nagalo into Almendra, to James. I mean, that's a fantastic run by Cabbage. Off the post. Very nicely done. We are at 1-1. I don't think it was as tight as they say. He's miles onside. Great goal. Well done. That is what we needed. Oh, Odegaard free kick. Hit it from distance. Easily over the bar. So I think if we can kind of, I don't know, motivate him for this second half, I think we've got a good chance of getting a winner, dare I say. Nyambe with the throw. First highlight is to us, although it's thrown straight to Zinchenko. Martinelli on the left now. He's going to run at our defence. Cabbage is trying to stop him from progressing too far. Gabriel into Jorginho. Back to Gabriel. Cabbage gets a tackle in. Zinchenko gets away with it though. Odegaard with a searching ball. Nyambe hopefully. I mean, that's a rush clearance, that is. Martinelli on the left. Zinchenko up to Jesus. To the byline. Into Martinelli. James is going to try and tackle him. Hasn't done so. Smith Rowe with the header. I mean, Nyambe, it was quite poor, that was. So Tomiyasu sustains pressure here from Arsenal. Ugarte. Tomiyasu. Jorginho is going to hit it. It is deflected. I mean, we are sitting behind the ball. Nyambe wins it though. Kalamuendo. He's going to go on a little run. Into Chong. We've got 2 players up there. Trasoldi and Cabbage. Almendra. Into James. That's a poor pass. It seems to be a common pass that happens there. And we always get penalised. So Tomiyasu. He's going to hit it long. Longelo's there. So is Jesus. He's going to cross it across. Martinelli to Jorginho. To Ugarte. To Odegaard. To Martinelli. That is all from the Almendra poor pass, that was. Disgrace. He's going to come off for that as well. We're not having that. We're not having that in our team. We'll make a rash few changes here now. And Kalamuendo. it'll take him a while to get into the Premier League, I think. I mean, is it too rash making all these changes just yet? I don't think it is. I mean, Tresoldi's been poor as well, but they're not having the service up there. Let's just go attacking. We've got nothing to lose now. Odegaard with the cross. Missed everyone. Longello's hit it forward. Salcedo trying to get the pace on there, but Smith Rowe wins it quite easily. So Smith Rowe on the right hand side here. I mean, a bit of pressure, guys, would be very welcome. Tomiyasu into Odegaard. James gets the touch on the ball. We look panicked. We do look panicked here. Odegaard back to Saliba. Back to Odegaard. Back to Saliba, but they've got the quality to kind of play through us here. Chong over the top to Salcedo. He's got a Fenner in the middle. And Cabbage. There's Cabbage. Yes, 2-2. Lovely stuff that is from Cabbage. Second of the game. Superb finish that is. James to Chong. Lovely searching ball to Salcedo. He's dragged the defender across into Cabbage. First time. Rifled it into the top right hand corner. I'm going to stick as we are. We're going to stick attacking. In the hope that we can get another goal. Odegaard crosses it in. Longello heads it out. Worrell's there as well. Into Salcedo. Salcedo's going to run. He's got Chong just behind him. Gives it to Longello. Longello's lost it out there, but there's Winks. Into James. Into Worrell. To Nagalo. Back to Worrell. Spread it wide to Cabbage. Can he turn provider? I mean, it's a poor ball in. Tierney gives it away though to Longello, to Chong, to Winks. Tierney heads it back to Ramsdale. I mean, we've got nothing to lose here. We might as well go for the win. There's Jesus. I mean, Tobias with a good save there. I'm still tempted to keep attacking. If we lose, we lose. So Odegaard to cross in from the corner. Has been headed over. Is that by Saliba? I think it was from Saliba. 2 minutes left. If we get a point here, I'll be ecstatic. And I think we will. I think that's a tough earned draw, that is. Looking at the stats, we haven't deserved it. Cabbage, though, his name's hilarious. Someone tell me how to pronounce it, but we are very pleased with that. Tell the lads that we're pleased. Cabbage with 2 goals on his kind of first start for the club in the league. Can't ask more than that. And now we have the last game of the episode. Manchester United. Looking at the next game as well, we have Newcastle. So there's kind of a tough run of games, Arsenal, Man United and Newcastle. However, looking at the games after that, there's Norwich, Brighton, even though Brighton are playing well, and Wolves. So we've got Norwich and Wolves who are just below us. So that's probably going to be some must-win games that we are going to play. We're going to stick with the same team that kind of drew with Arsenal here. Pepe is probably going to be doing a little bit better. I'm wondering though, because Kellen Wendo is not playing very well at all. It's a lot of money as well. We'll stick as we are. I think Salcedo came on, he did quite well when he came on. I think midfield-wise, Almendra is fine. Maybe drop James, bring in Winks. What's his tackling like? So he's got 13 tackling, and Almendra's is 8. So we'll actually play him as the defensive midfielder, so to say. And yeah, it seems to be a common theme in this save so far. With the exception of last season in the Premier League, in the Championship, I should say. where we had Salcido and Lasme scoring quite a lot of goals. We do seem to struggle with an actual striker or an obvious presence up front. Let's see if we can get a result from Man United here. So, Niambe first of all, down the right hand side. That's stuff that I really get concerned about. So, Benesa took it off Niambe. We could be conceding in 30 seconds here, but Cabbage wins it back, then loses out. I think what we did before was positive against Arsenal. We're just going to go to balanced. Although I think we were attacking before, but we'll stick as we are. Chong heads it back. Anthony's going to put that in. And it's onside because Chong did head it back. What a rubbish start that is. It shouldn't be offside. It should be an actual goal. And there it is. Not going to watch it again. Poor from Chong. You know what? We're going to go attacking. We've got nothing to lose. Sancho to cross in. And we've conceded a second goal in 12 minutes. We're playing Man United. It is what it is. And if this is a quick enough game, maybe we'll just get Newcastle out of the way as well. So Malacia into Rashford. Too much time and space there. He's just ran, put inside against our whole team, and he's going to score. He's going to score. Oh my god, what a goal! What a goal! Made to look even better from our poor defending. What do I do? It's fine. Yeah, I think we'll just get the Newcastle game out of the way as well. So Longelo, Almendra, can't even put a pass together. Right, Chong down the left, cuts inside, long searching ball to Cabbage, loses out to Malacia in the air. Rashford back to Malacia. Fernandez now in the middle to Rashford. I mean, it just looks very comfortable. That's the searching ball to Anthony. And 4-0. Come on, 4-0. 24 minutes gone. I've got no words for this. I think we lost 7-1 to Liverpool in the Cup before. Could be going that kind of scoreline here. Casemiro to Silla to Benesa. Out to Rashford. Rashford again on the left-hand side. I mean, we're allowed to shout now. That's good. We'll demand some more. I mean, Blas has just ran to the byline. Benesa. What a poor game this is. I'm a little at a loss here. Longelo to Tresoldi, to Chong, to Tresoldi, down the left. We lose out way too easily. We are just being torn apart here. I mean, the way that Man United are playing, it's just fast, free-flowing. Too many times I got down the left as well. To end the game, please. Fernandez back to Sancho. He's hit it from distance, that nearly went in. It's just non-stop. Casemiro, he hits it long. Longelo wins the header. There's Cabbage. Gonna run, he's gonna hit it. Sommer, easy save. At least it's an effort. At least it's an effort. I mean, we've been pretty poor. We've done nothing. Nothing to stop the flow of Man United's attacks here. And 5-0 at half time doesn't bode well. Could be 6 right after the half time whistle here. Kovacic, I mean, it's just poor. It's poor play all around. Kabic is on a 6.2. Chong's on a 6.2. Our strikers are on a 6.1. Longella's on a 6.1. Dagala's on a 6.1. No idea. Fernandez, he hits it long. Nagalo heads it back to Tobias. I mean, Mealy never conceded 5 goals in a game, but the way we defended, he's on a 6.3. Yeah, it's not great. Kovacic just hits it long. Tresoldi tries to win the header, but doesn't. Almendra does. Kalimuendo into Kabic. Cuts inside, hits it out to Chong. Chong crosses into Tresoldi. He's onside here. It is 5-1. It's just a consolation goal, but I'm 90% sure that he is onside and it should count as a goal. And it does. Tresoldi's first goal for Birmingham City. We'll watch this. It was nice. Kabic, my demeanour's kind of calmed down a bit now. To Chong. Tresoldi hits it in. Yeah. Can we come back? No, we can't. No, we can't come back. Sancho whips it in. Casemiro at the back post. What a goal by Casemiro. That was a crazy goal, that was. Right, we're going to just go defensive now. I don't want to lose 7-1. Kalimuendo. I mean, Tresoldi can go. Kalimuendo's been crap. He has been crap. Kabic has played pretty poor. Longella's on a 5.9. Not what you want to see. I'm going to drop Chong down into that position. We'll bring Andrade on. We've got nothing to lose. Actually, maybe we'll bring on Gianna Fina. Put him over on the left. Put Pepe up there as well. And then we'll see how we get on. Yeah, 5.9 for Longella is pretty... It's a bit dreadful. I mean, will we accept a 6-1? Sure. I mean, it wasn't pretty from our perspective, but Tresoldi gets a goal. So let's revel in the consolation of Tresoldi. Right, we'll get Newcastle out of the way today. Let's start next episode on a fresh. So I'll see you in 2 minutes. Well, I won't. I'll see you now. Right, I said we'll be back for the Newcastle game. It's a no-lose situation. So let's just go for it. We're going to go to our defensive formation. The assistant manager can help pick the team. We've got the tactics. Let's just go have some fun. Kalimuendo needs to do something in this game, but whether the tactical situation will help him out, I'm not fully sure there. But yeah, I think Tobias has had a rough couple of games where he has been playing, but we are going to stick with him and hope we can pull up an upset here. So Longella down the left, inside to Kalimuendo. James gets it to Afina. Kalimuendo, just saved by Koval, but it's more promisingly shown in the first 2 games of his career, so maybe 3. Pepe to cross it in. Headed out quite easily, but we will hopefully just improve on that. Let's just keep going. I'll be happy with a point, but the bottom of the table's getting a little congested already. So there's a Fenner using his pace, cutting across, lovely ball out to Pepe, into James. James across to Nyambe. Nyambe up to a Fenner. Kalimuendo's in the middle, but so is Pepe. Pepe's hit it. What a fantastic strike that was. I mean, Pepe was a free transfer. January last season. 20,000 a week, I think his own wages. That is a fantastic effort. Fenner, you know, lovely ball. Pepe's just rifled that in. And that is a lovely goal to score against Newcastle. Let's keep it going. Can we shout? We'll demand more. Let's just keep it going. Nyambe now on the right. Into a Fenner. Worrell. I mean, the three at the back might help us out here. Calamwendo. Fenner couldn't get onto that though. So Eric Garcia. He spreads it wide. Longelo wins the header. Decore wins it on as well. Calamwendo. Fenner. Calamwendo, please. Oh, he did it right at Coble, but it's good passage. Good passage of play. Let's just keep it up. Pepe with the corner. He's crossed it in. Worrell hasn't jumped. James has got it back. End of highlights. It's a scary time. However, if we manage to win this, not that we would, we'll be 5 points in the relegation zone. There's Worrell at the back post. Come on, 2-0. Maybe this is the formation that we need to play against the big teams. I mean, it is very defensive with pretty much 8 at the back, but it's working in this game. Worrell, his first goal of the season. Lovely stuff. Let's demand some more. We'll man mark Almiron. Javi Galan crosses it in. Don't concede a goal like that. Kovacic clears it out. Calimwendo into James. He gets tackled from behind from Botman. We're doing well. We are doing well. We've had more possession, just more shots on target, which is pleasing. And very well done. We just need to kind of encourage them in this. We're going to pump our fists. Going well, but you're capable of better. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. Alvarez to Galan to Kudu into Guimaraes. He's hit it long to Almiron. Don't concede a foul here. He's crossed it in. Isaac has headed it just over. I mean, Calimwendo is on a 6.5. I think he's played probably better than that suggests, but you know, Fenner's doing well on the wide position, as is Pepe. So Bruno into Almiron, into Alvarez. I think what we might do here, it might penalise us with this one. However, oh no, we are doing well. We're just going to drop off more. I don't want the ball going in over the top of us. So Javi Galan into Botman, into Alvarez, to Bruno. Hit it out wide. There's Baku. Kovacic clears it away. I think what I will do, although we're going to concede now, Baku on the wing. Guimaraes. I mean, I don't think shouldn't be a penalty. Shouldn't be, but we are going to drop Longelo down and Nyambe down. Pepe down. No. Keep Pepe up there. Penalty has been given. That's a bit of a shame. Isaac to take it. Just Peneka'd it into the goal. Tobias just went completely the wrong way. Newcastle are back into this. Into the 60th minute. That was a weird shot of the stadium then. Longelo, don't throw it into no one. James into Afena. Cutting inside. Go on, Gian. Oof. Nearly put off the impossible according to the commentators. It was a nice little chance cutting inside. We're going to make a couple of changes though. Tresoldi up front on his own. I mean, our midfield hasn't been fantastic. Nor's Nyambe at right back. He's a bit of a liability. We're going to bring on Winks for James and see how that goes for this one here. So Baku crosses to the back post. Kovacic with a great header across. Pepe had time then and rushed it. Ward-Prowse now into Bruno. Back to Ward-Prowse. Spreads it wide to Baku. Thank God it was just one of those highlights. We're going to demand more of the team. I mean, Nagalo isn't playing great at the back, but I don't really want to bring in another defender. Ward-Prowse. Galan crosses it in. Kovacic heads it out. He's been a monster today at the back. Merlin with some magic, maybe. What a name, Merlin. Back to Eric. To Ward-Prowse. I mean, there's too much space there on the right. Too much space for Baku. Not too happy with that. So fullback on defend. Fullback on defend for those two. I mean, I don't want to go too defensive here, really. What are we going to do? We've got 2 subs to make. I mean, Pepe, we'll bring Pepe off for Cabbage. Can't really put another centre-back on. We're going to bring Almendra on. The Saint Maximan now, down the right. Longello tackles in. Winks gives it back to Tobias, who hits it upfield. Tresoldi wins the header on, but doesn't really go to anyone. Coble now into Eric to Ward-Prowse. I hope this is one of those highlights where it's just me making the change. Saint Maximan, Fredericks heads it out for a corner. I mean, can we hold on for 10 minutes? It would be a fantastic victory if we can. Demand more. I mean, we are going positive. I don't really want to change it. I think we're going to concede though now. Javi Galan to Tresoldi to Efena. Splits it wide. I mean, he's miles offside there. Galan to Otamendi to Merlin. Magical pass. It's 2-2. Oh, it's in off the post. It has gone wide. He was offside as well. We've gone defensive for the last 2 minutes. What a win. What a win. Did not expect that at all. The formation was very, very defensive, but you know what? Outstanding. Prove them wrong. What a way to end the episode. I mean, they're in second at the time of playing us. We've moved up into 15th. 6 points ahead of the bottom 3. Like I said, our next 3 games, I believe, they're Wolves and Norwich. And who else have we got? And Brighton. So Brighton are up there as well. What a win. Relying on tried and tested. Birmingham City manager reverted to a 5-2-3 DM wide formation today, and the result was that Birmingham's 2-1 win over Newcastle. The Blues have been on a dreadful run of form, but the tactical switch certainly paid off. I will take that. Ended our 5-game winless run. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, subscribe, hit that like button, and join me in the next episode. I'll see you then.